Brilliance Audio presents the unabridged recording of Broken Grace by E.C. Diskin, performed by Emily Sutton-Smith and Scott Merriman. For Jim. 1. Grace's hands shook as she tried to put the key in the ignition. She looked back at the house, threw the gear in reverse, and backed out of the drive, the tires spitting up gravel. Shifting into drive, she slammed her foot on the accelerator and flew down the road. The neighborhood was quiet, the sun still hidden, just an orange and pink glow rising through the barren trees. The car bounced over the railroad tracks, jolting her body into the air, smacking her head against the roof. She slowed as she reached Red Arrow Highway and made a right onto the empty road. Breathe. She needed to get to the police. She glanced back, but there was no one following. She faced the road ahead. Which way was the station? Her fingers, gripping the wheel, tingled, turning white. She shook her hands one at a time. Breathe. She scanned the rearview mirror. There. The car was several hundred yards back, but it would catch up. As she floored it, watching the gauge climb, a deer darted out from the trees. She slammed on the brakes and wrenched the wheel hard left, but it was too late. The massive animal flew up, his body crushed the hood, his antlered head smashing into the windshield while she veered across the highway. She felt the tires leave the pavement and power over the frozen ground. She went for the brake again, but pressed the accelerator. Her body jerked as the car rushed forward over rocks and hollows. Her head whacked the driver's side window so hard she heard it crack. She tried to focus, but the windshield was a blur of shattered glass. And then she hit something, like a brick wall, launching the deer from the hood. Her body rocketed forward into the steering wheel. Suddenly, cold air enveloped her. Everything went dark. The only warmth came from something oozing down her forehead. She understood, in the abrupt silence, the finality of this moment. She was not meant to survive. She closed her eyes and felt the pain dissipate, the trickle of cool, soft feathers on her skin that melted upon contact. She opened her eyes one last time. Snowflakes. Big, airy, lake-effect flakes. And then, it was as if she just floated away. 2. 8 days later.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?